Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Kachi, and this is Slums. I'm playing Demolition right here for you guys, and I'm using the MTAR customized. And I want to dive into this map right here. I'm gonna give a little explanation as to how this map is. This map, as far as my opinion, is my best map, my favorite map in the game, and it is, in my opinion, is structured and designed so well that, you know, it's, seeing as I'm playing Demolition right now, B and A, the way they place the bombs, it's a little tricky, but at the same time, you have to know how to cover these bombs in certain situations. And I don't know that A is defended different from B. A is in the building, B is not. Typical, right? Yeah. But when you're trying to defend B, you have somewhat a little bit of a cover system, and you could defend it much more better. A is much more difficult because, as you see, they defused that bomb as well. So what I try to do in this game is that I try to push them back as far as possible, let my guys, you know, plant it, and then we could try to defend it much more better. Now, every time they keep going after B, and they just keep taking that out. So I was like, what I try to do is I try to switch it up, go to A. Now, as you see, I'm getting a little bit pushed heavy right here. I'm trying to push them back as far as possible. But I decided, I was like, you know what? I've been going at B a little bit too much. So then I was like, I'm going to try and switch it up later on, as you see that I'm going through right here. B is defended already, but at the same time, they are going to defuse that, and then we're gonna have to try and go through the whole shit again. So what I try to do is I switch up, go to A, and as you see, I'm on A right now. Now these guys right here, as I picked this guy off and that guy got picked off as well, I was like, you know what, let's try and go after A, because if I could secure A long enough, we could get this out of the way and then go for B, make it much more easier so that they could try and push up heavy against us. So this part right here was like my beast mode type of part right here, because as you see, my guy is planting the bomb, and what I'm trying to do is keep them back as far as possible and as long as I could possibly can. Basically, I'm testing myself right here, knowing that I'm using this tar and I have the grip on it as well. What the grip does for the tar is that it reduces the recoil, because when I first used it, the recoil was bouncing all over the place. I couldn't get used to the gun. I tried to switch up, trying to put different stuff on it, and then when I finally got the grip for it, the grip reduces the recoil, which makes it much more easier and for me to keep my aim on some of these guys. As you see, what you call earlier, I killed two of those guys in quick succession because I had my sights locked on them at the same time, and I could still take them out pretty easy without even losing any of my aim down sight. Now, as you see, I held them back long enough. A is gone. Now we can focus on B. Now the pressure is on them a little bit more, because they are gonna try and come through that door right there, and they're gonna try and come on this side right here where I just threw that concussion grenade. Now, like I said, they could come either two ways, which makes it much more easier for me to dictate where they're gonna try and come by. Now, as you see, they're gonna try and flank. They're trying to come from any type of direction as far as to try and get to this bomb. Now, from basically my opinion, I did a pretty good job as far as keeping them back as much as possible. That's why at the end of this game that I gotten at least 5 or 6 messages from these guys that I were playing with. They were saying, yo, you were holding them back, yo, good shit. They was like, would you be my friend, all this stuff. And I mean, my friend list is getting packed as it is, so I had to choose, you know, wisely. I mean, you know, wisely. But as you see, we took that round right there. But I did a pretty good job as far as trying to keep them back. I just want to keep them back as much as possible. That's what I basically wanted to do in that first round. Now, the second round here, it's, I mean, I could have done a little bit better, but I mean, trying to stick to the whole analogy of this whole thing, this is like my Let me see. I think this is like my second time playing on Slums, so I still need to get used to the map a bit. But this is like my favorite map, like I said, so far in the game. It's basically Slums and Hijack for me. I think it's that map where you're on the boat. So that's like my favorite map so far. My two favorite maps. Now, as you can see, we're defending B, and at the same time I was like, you know what, we got B on lockdown. Basically they're trying to worry about me much more than the other guys, because I've just been killing them all through this game. And when you have been slaying guys, defending, planting, defusing, all that stuff, playing Demolition, Domination, Ground War for years, as much as I have, I basically know a little bit more than the average player that I've played Call of Duty. And Black Ops 2 is no different for me. I have been doing this for a long time, even though some of them guys will make jokes on me and all that stuff, but they know that when it comes to play, I be coming to play, and I be slaying with the best of them. There ain't no one that could outslay me when I'm on my game. And when I'm on my game, like some of these guys right here, some of them, they will either leave and send me a hate message saying, you camping Russia type of a bitch, whatever it is. I mean, I've heard it all. I've heard it all. Trust me. And there ain't nothing for them to do about it. Now, right here, I made my first mistake. Usually when you see three guys go in the building, you try to flank around and all that stuff. But like I said, map knowledge for me at the time, didn't know the map all that much. This is my second time. So then I was like, you know what? Let me take it slow right here. Same play right here. Now watch what I do. I take him out. So then I see two of them right there. I clear him out. So let me go to the backside. That's what you call experience. Knowing the situation. I made the mistake the first time, but I'm not going to make it twice. So that's just how I am. I learn from my mistakes and I improve upon it as well. Now as you see, I'm all up in their spawn. That's how confident I am. I went in their spawn trying to rape a whole bunch of ass, and then you know what? The guy kills me with the shotgun. It don't matter. So my guys are just taking that bomb, keep planting it, and I'm trying to keep them back. So basically I had just as much as importance as far as with them planting, whereas for me trying to keep them back as much as possible for them trying to defuse it. So everyone had their role in this game. My role in this game when I was going in is to keep the enemy team back. That's what I wanted to do. So this is the end, man. Check y'all later. 56 kills.